Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we got a little update for Doomsday Kingdom. I am really excited about this. This is a tease for the Signature Series. It's something I kind of held back on announcing until I was sure we can do it, and I was in possession of an example to show you. So if you are interested in the Signature Series, or maybe you already ordered it, you're going to want to stay tuned and hear that. I'm going to get to that in a moment, but I also want to discuss the international shipping. Before we get into those two topics though, this is the last 8 days for the pre-order to stay open. Now, just in case you missed the previous announcement for the pre-orders, the original plan, and this is good news, so listen up if you already heard, the original plan was we were going to leave the pre-orders open for a little over 2 weeks, close them on the 24th of August at midnight, and then count up all the orders, and then put in our orders for supplies and prints, and then wait a week to get everything in, and then start fulfilling and then shipping the orders out. But I knew that we wanted to get a head start on everything, and we were able to look at the orders coming in the first few days and get a real solid estimate. We're not too high, we're not too low, so you don't have to worry about anything selling out for the first print at this time. There are no worries. We picked a damn good estimate. I think we're there. Once all the orders roll in after the 2 weeks, I think we're only going to have a little bit left over, which will be fantastic, because then we're going to restock the website after that. And then if you're really late, you're watching this months later or a year later, chances are we'll have second prints available too. So whenever you're watching this, doomsdaykingdom.com, check out the website for some updates. So that was the original plan, and the new plan now is any day now we're going to have all the supplies and we will start shipping. Chances are I will make an announcement on social media when that happens. Now, the Signature Series, real quick, what I'm so excited about is I wanted to do something special. All the comics are going to come, the individual comics are going to come bagged and boarded. Now, originally, if you're not a hardcore comic collector, the original bags that normal comics, or the standard I should say, the standard bag is called a poly bag, and then you get the white backboard that goes on the back. For the Signature Series, we're going with the Mylar bag, and I want this to be archival ready, which means when you get it, you don't even have to open it. You can store it away, and you can even look at the entire comic. You don't have to take it out of the bag at all. The Mylar bag, in my opinion, it's kind of like putting a frame on a print. There's just something about it in hand. I don't know if you could tell in this video, but it shines, man. It is gorgeous and sexy, and it doesn't have the same type of wrinkles, not at all, as the regular standard bags that comics come in. There's just something different about it, that it kind of looks framed. It looks like something you could put on display. But to add to that, I'm a massive fan at being able to see all the artwork. Since our first issue is a wraparound cover, there's artwork on the back. I did not want people getting this special Signature Series and then having to, remove the backboard or take the comic out in order to see the art if this was the only thing you ordered. So we went ahead and ordered invincible backboards. Invisible backboards. Yeah, it's invincible. Try to shoot it, bitch. I dare you. It's invisible, so you can see through the damn thing. Look at that art. And yes, there is a backboard in here. We got a stack of these invincible. We got stacks of these invisible backboards that come with, I know I'm going to say invincible again, I know it, but they come with this clear, this so you don't scratch the hell out of it. You peel that off, you put it in the case, and it is crystal clear. You can see straight through it. So this sucker's going to come with both the artist and the writer, that's me, signatures on the comic, and the book plate that's going to come signed. I will keep the book plate outside of this so you don't have to mess about with it and open this to get it out or nothing like that. I think that's probably best. So it's going to come with the book plate. It's limited to 150, and it comes archival ready in the Mylar bag and the invisible backboard. I love, as a comic nut, oh my god, for the artwork, like a nutcase for loving the artwork, I love this. I am so in love with this. I'm giddy like a little kid. But that's what you will receive, and the obviously the book plate ensemble. So I don't know, I'm excited about that. Love that little sneak peek. This is a tester bag. I beat it up a little bit, so if you see some tape, I used like 7 different kinds of tape. I was testing different things. I was folding the flap, so if you see creases and bends, this is the tester. This is my own personal copy. Anyway, so we were testing that out. I love that. I love that. You let me know if you love that or if that's just something where it's like, okay, Ronnie, okay, don't get too excited, bud. On to the international orders. Now, I did go on the website. Like I said, last night alone, I spent 5 hours tweaking everything. For some people, it's better. For Canada, we were able to knock a few dollars off. For example, for Germany, though, I think it costs a little extra. It's now, I don't want to say the wrong, yeah, all right, for Germany, it's now $32.95. Now, here's where you guys can help. We can't do anything about that. That is the United States Postal Service priority mail. That's what they charge initially. That's how they run it. That is the cheapest they will let us ship to Germany in that envelope, and we're gonna put stuff in it to make sure it's solid so don't get bent and all that. The most popular was the $32.95. I had to by hand look up, calculate with the USPS calculator and type in 126 countries, and I'm not even close to being done yet, for the $32.95. A few countries came up as undeliverable. I don't even know what happens if you order those off the website, if it's going to allow it or not. I don't know. Luckily, we didn't get any orders for those type of countries yet. But for example, Bolivia came out to $57.50. And that is the cheapest. There's just nothing we can do about that. Again, we don't get that money. That don't go to us. That goes to the shipping. What is this? $29.95 for Argentina, Brazil, and 8 other countries. Sorry. The shipping for Egypt, India, and 5 other countries is $31.95. So the international shipping is a little bit all over the place, but it ranges from $23 at the cheapest, $23.95, up to a ton of money at the most expensive. Now, luckily, I haven't heard anybody ask about shipping for the most expensive places. I think right here, Australia and New Zealand. Australia is real popular. A lot of people asking from Australia. $33.95. Again, there's nothing we can do about this. Here's where you guys can help, though. If you were from a different country and you're like, that is too expensive, I can't pay that, I won't pay that. If you want, go and find a different quote from anybody, any shipping carrier that's legit. If you find cheaper things, let us know. One thing we won't do is we're not shipping packages without tracking. I think that's best for everybody. I did hear there's an offer for international packages with no tracking, no insurance. I searched for that just for shits and giggles, and I could not find that come up. The cheapest option for priority mail for the USPS is the cheapest so far, and they always put tracking on it, even with the cheapest. Now, if you're in Australia, I checked UPS already, and it says for the cheapest, it's $108 for the cheapest. The other option is $114. Now, for Germany, or no, for Poland, it's $206 for express and $150 for regular. $150. Now, we're not going with these. We're going with the USPS because they cut the shipping by in half, less than half of what the UPS charges. So that's something that is just a massive headache that we're trying to tackle. Again, if you know anything at all, you can give us any tips or advice or whatever, and it's official too. Don't just say, oh, there's a different way, do this and this and this. If you know of something official where I could go look it up and then confirm it and then put it on the website, I will spend that time to do that to help you guys out. Other than that, we need to wait until this gets a little more popular, and maybe we have some wiggle room in that case. This is us getting started and then working out the kinks, doing our absolute best. Let's say you're like, oh my god, I love that signature series now, I want to get one, but I already have an order in. Contact us, doomsdaykingdom@gmail.com. We've worked with a dozen people already, combining orders and getting everything squared away so they don't have to mess about with it. So, any questions whatsoever or concerns or issues with your order, doomsdaykingdom@gmail.com. I'm going to shut up. That's pretty much all I got. One last thing before I do shut up, though. This is real quick, this is a promo I'm trying to release at my comic shop, my local comic shop. Just an idea. It's gonna have the base with the grass, real life grass. It's gonna have the feeding post, and then it'll have a little sign, Doomsday Kingdom. These are just the samples. Doomsday Kingdom and the coming soon up here with the base. I don't know. I think that's going to be so cool. But the idea is I was going to try to make 5 of these, put 2 in the comic shops, and then have 1 that we take around for the display that we're going to put together when we finally get to conventions, and then maybe sell 2 as like a high priced item. We might even wait until we get enough people that are like, oh, I want to support this shit for, you know, a minute, and then maybe raffle off 2 or something. I don't know. So I'm thinking about certain stuff like that. I think that would be neat. That's something we could do. It gets a little bit pricey though, because just for that plastic alone, the damn staples cost like $10 or something just for that damn thing. But I'm gonna shut up. This is far longer than I wanted it to be. Thanks a lot for the support, and I'm gonna start posting on Twitter and Instagram. Chances are a lot on Instagram once we finally ship out the orders, and I'll be taking pictures of the supplies. And we're already recording, or at least I am already recording on my end, because I have the YouTube channel, behind the scenes stuff that most likely will go on this channel a little bit, but I'll put some of the extra stuff on Doomsday Kingdom's YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below. I did not want to make multiple channels, but I think that's easier for some of the longer videos that maybe some people here, or the majority of people here, don't care about, but I can throw it on there for those interested. So, thoughts and opinions in that comment box. Thank you a lot for all the support. You guys are breathing life into this franchise. It wouldn't be here without you. It was like, this is where it's born. You know, I might have created it and started writing it long before I ever had a YouTube channel, but me just mentioning this in a Q&A video, and now it's here. We got this and this and this. I got stacks of supplies. We have a real physical comic. I mean, we are doing this, and I think about how incredible that is. It was something, a story that I had done, forgot about for a couple years, and I had mentioned it in a random Q&A video. Some people asked about it, made another video. More people asked about it, made another video. Even more people asked, and then so on and so on. Somebody who heard about it, wanted to be involved, got in contact with me. Next thing you know, me and him are teaming up to bring this story to life in comic book form. I think it's incredible. And again, man, I find that so awesome. It starts with one comment in a YouTube video, and a few people having some interest or showing some interest, and then it just snowballs into where we are today. And think about where it will be in 3 years, where it could possibly be in 3 years, in 5 years, or in 10 years. I just, oh man, I'm excited. I am very excited for the future of the new franchise, Doomsday Kingdom. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.